Lesson 20, Variation Ratio. Example 1. Use the political party affiliation data, question 2, from our Sierra College Elementary Statistics Student Survey to find the variation ratio and both describe and interpret the result. Well, we can find the variation ratio by using the formula. VR equals 1 minus the proportion that's at the mode. Notice here I'm using the p hat submode notation to indicate that the proportion we're calculating is based off of a sample. So we look at our student survey data, question 2, and we need to find the mode. The mode is the most frequently occurring data value. So looking through the data at question 2, we could see that it's all coded with numbers, and the most frequently occurring number is the 2. The code number 2 refers to the Republican Party. So the Republican was the most frequently mentioned political party affiliation of Sierra College Elementary Statistics students, making it the mode. Now, to calculate the proportion that's at the mode, we have to take the frequency, how many data values occurred at the mode, and divide it by the total number of data values, in this case lowercase n, the sample size. Well, we had already calculated the frequencies in a frequency distribution table in an earlier example, and the count gave us 21 Republicans. So the mode, Republican, occurred 21 times, more than any other data value. Then you divide that frequency, how many, by the total, in this case sample size. There's a total of 44 Sierra College Elementary Statistics students in our survey. So the variation ratio is calculated by taking 1, subtract the fraction 21 divided by 44. This result can be left as it is, or it could be divided out to get the decimal version, or we can convert that decimal version into a percentage. We can do this on our calculator. So we can get this result by pressing 1, subtract 21, divide by 44, enter. Gives us a decimal result of 0.5227272727, which, when rounded off to the nearest thousandth, we get 0.523. Or, representing the result as a percentage, we can go times 100, enter, and we get the percentage. Rounded off to the nearest tenth of a percent, we get 52.3%. Now that we could record this result off of our calculator screen, we're now ready to complete the problem by using words to both describe and interpret the result. The description just merely reports the results that's directly derived from the data. So we could say the following for our description. In this survey, the variation ratio for the political party affiliation of Sierra College Elementary Statistics students was 52.3%. Now, for the interpretation, we need to give meaning or explain this result. The variation ratio tells us the proportion of the data values that are not the mean. So one way to interpret this result could be the following. About 52.3% of Sierra College Elementary Statistics students surveyed were not at the mode. This indicates that there was a fairly equal mix of students with both identical and differing political party affiliations. Another interpretation that would work equally as fine would be focusing on the actual percentage value. Remember, the higher the percentage of the variation ratio, the more diverse the data values are. But the smaller or lower the percentage values are, the less diverse or more condensed the data values are. Here, at 52.3%, it's right between the low of 0 and the high of 100, so it's more of an in-between or moderate amount of variation. So another interpretation could be the following. Since a variation ratio of 52.3% is moderately large, that is, it's midway between the 0% and 100%, there was a moderate amount of variation with respect to the political party affiliation of Sierra College Elementary Statistics students.